Today I'm going to be telling you how to use casting within Unreal Engine. So casting is a hot topic. You get a lot of people saying you shouldn't use it, and whilst that is true, it's not the best to use. It's certainly a great place to start learning, because it gets you using object communication, character communication between different things in your level, and obviously stops you from having everything coded on one actor. So when I first started using Unreal Engine, I used casting. It's fine for like beginning and your own work, but as you learn more, you want to kind of move away from it. But to begin with, it's a good place to start learning the engine. So for this example, I'm just going to be showing you how to cast to a switch, that switch do something, and then tell the player that that thing has been done. So what we'll do to start with is, well, first of all, we're in just a blank project of Unreal Engine. I have changed in the world settings just to not spawn the original actor from this point. Instead, we'll use one that I'll spawn in just to show you some different ways. So what we want to do is create our switch. So just create an actor, BP_switch. So here we have BP_switch. What we'll do, just for the sake of it, we'll add a collision, sphere collision, and we'll add a mesh so we can make it visible to show that it has been spawned in the world. That way around. There we are. We'll just make this a bit bigger. There we go. And we'll just set this to have no collision, so we can just walk through it. It's perfectly fine. Doesn't matter. Right. So within our switch, we want an event that does something and then shoots another event back at our character. So we'll add a custom event called receive input. So on receive input, what we want to do, well, for now, we'll just have this print string that just says open door. That's all it's going to do. And we'll add another one called send information to character. And then all this is going to do is tell that this thing has been done. So this will just say, well, actually we'll have that within our character, so it's absolutely fine for now. So how are we going to go about doing this? Well, within our character, we want to press a button to tell the switch to do that. The way we do that is obviously we need to communicate with this switch that has happened. I will be showing you different examples of this later on in videos, but for now I'm purely focusing on casting and just getting casting shown so you can use it in your projects from now and just get learning with it and communication. So this is the thing. This is the object we want to cast to our switch. So we could call cast to BP_switch, and here it is. From our actual switch, we'll just call the event we made receive input, and we'll call this when we press the 5 key. Now if we do this, it won't work. It'll chuck up a few errors like this. Why? Because we don't have the object. We don't have basically a reference to it. Whilst we're casting to the actor within our level, there's physically there's no reference to it. There's no which one or what switch to cast to is the simplest way for now putting it. So the way we'll go about doing that, and I think this is what most, and certainly me, never got around, is there's a couple of ways of getting the object reference. One of them is by just hard coding it, I want to say. So let's get switch ref, and we'll just create a variable of our switch type, BP_switch, and we'll make it instance editable, and we'll plug this in to that. Now it will say that you don't need to, because essentially this is our cast here, but for now I'm just going to show you it working. So how do we get our reference? Well, how do we get our reference? Well, if we were to drag it in, we can see on our details panel that we have our switch reference here. If we want to put one in the level, So that is the switch you want to talk to. We can tick that, so now we have our reference to our switch, and you'll notice, oh, I didn't possess this, so we'll just quickly set our character to be possessed. So if we press 5, you'll notice it says open door. So that's all working. But as you can see, we have hard coded in. Whilst that works, how do we otherwise use this object? Well, there are multiple ways. Another one you could use is get all overlapping actors. There we go. Sorry, there we go. So get all overlapping actors. Now what this is going to do is it's going to find all the overlapping actors of a certain class. So for this, VP switch. So we're finding all the overlapping actors of a certain class. We don't really have a severe collision setup, so I'll quickly make one for now. Like so. Make this a bit bigger. Here we are, and we'll attach it to our mesh. And then what we'll do from here is we'll use a for each loop and plug that in. And what this is going to do is it's going to find all the overlapping actors on our character and call receive input. So if I walk over here, it's not going to do anything. But if I go over to it, there we are. So quite simply, casting, the easiest way to get it done, if you want to use it quickly, is just make a reference and then making sure you set that reference. Apart from that, it allows you to get the switch or whatever actor you've made and call any information you have in here. So if this thing had health as a float, or it had some damage value, we can then from our cast get that damage value, get damage, and we can use that within our character like so. So there are just a couple ways of using the cast, either by using your overlapping actor or by hard coding it in over here. So thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more.